You are so multidimensional. Why do we want to separate who we are? What would be possible if you stopped separating yourself right now and you started to embrace all of who you are so that you empower people to be all of who they are? Because I think so many people compartmentalize themselves in their life. And here's the thing, compartmentalization is a safety mechanism. Welcome, Badass Manifester. I am so glad you are here. I'm your host and head coach, Ashley Gordon, master mindset and manifestation biz expert, founder of the quantum coaching certification, and multiple six-figure entrepreneur obsessed with empowering you to create quantum leaps in your energy, your life, and your business. This is the show to help you make magic your everyday normal, where the ripple effect is real and the guest experts are world class. My mission is to power your conscious and subconscious mind with manifestation teachings, business tools, and coaching techniques to put your potential into action. Consider this your weekly up level. Are you ready for quantum transformation? Let's do this. Guess what day it is? It is Big Coach Energy Live kickoff day 1. I'm so excited. Every single time we leave this training, there are massive breakthroughs, massive quantum up levels within me and within all of the participants that go all in and say, I am ready to up level my coaching. I am ready to be a better coach. I am committed to being a better coach. And I am ready to step into my big coach energy all the way. This is for you if you are just starting out as a coach, have barely even claimed to the world that you're ready to be one. It's for you if you are in your business doing your thing, but you need more tools to help your clients really break through some of those deeper rooted belief systems that are standing in their way. And this is for you if you are just crushing it in your business and you're ready for more tools in your toolbox. This is for you. We've got you so covered, front, back, and sideways, up and down, all the ways. If you never again want to question whether or not you delivered in your client sessions, if you never again want to question, was that good enough? If you never again want to wonder where to take it next in your sessions, like all of this is going to be covered in our trainings. It's so good. I'm so freaking excited. If you're not yet registered, you need to register now. The link is in the show notes or the link is in my Instagram bio. I can't tell you the value that's inside of this training. You'll have to experience it yourself. But what I can tell you is that today is day 1 and that today is all about what it takes to manifest a 6- and 7-figure coaching empire and a very special behind the scenes look at the quantum coaching method, which is going to help you elevate your coaching today. Yes, today. So with that being said, I just want to invite you to register because we have massive giveaways happening. The more you participate inside of our training, we are watching. My team is watching. My team is taking notes. And every single time we get a comment or every single time someone does their homework, we're tallying up scores behind the scenes. And we will be giving away major gift certificates to the Quantum Coaching Academy, as well as to our Big Coach Energy shop. Yes, we have Big Coach Energy swag. We just got a new beanie in for the winter time that's coming. BigCoachEnergyShop.com. No, it's BigCoachEnergy.com. So we will be doing awesome giveaways as well. So you want to be registered, and if not, you won't be able to participate fully in the giveaway. So make sure you register. Let me know. Tag me on Instagram. Today is day 1, 12 p.m. Eastern. Get on this. Let's go. Seriously, this is going to be so magical. I'm literally just like exploding with excitement and joy. I hope you can feel it. And today's podcast is so potent. It's all about being the energy you want to attract in all areas of life, not as a concept, but on a cellular level, being that energy, what it takes to initiate being the energy that you want to attract into your life, into your business, into your relationships, in all the ways. So, rule number 1, register for Big Coach Energy. Rule number 2, sit back, relax, and enjoy today's episode. You are a multidimensional being existing in all places at one time. And when you try and compartmentalize yourself, you're putting yourself inside of a self-imposed box that actually doesn't exist, but only exists in the construct of your own mind. So then it shows up as like it exists in your own reality, when really it's not, the box isn't real. And what's so interesting is that in your world, you're like compartmentalizing, okay, my identity is that. I do this, this, and this, right? At home, I do this. When I'm at work, I show up this way. When I'm by myself, I'm this way. And we compartmentalize our identity. And really, from the universe's perspective, it's all one. And when we think about coming into alignment in all areas of our life, and you think about all those different areas of your life, and your marriage or your time with your partner feels one way, and you're showing up one way in that relationship, and then you're out with your friends and you're showing up another way in those relationships, and it doesn't match the same way that you showed up at home with your partner, and then you're showing up in your business and you're showing up in a completely different way than you do at home or with your friends, there's a lack of alignment. And we wonder why things sometimes in our business aren't working, or we're wondering what we're missing, or we're wondering what we could be doing better. And the reality is that there's just a lack of alignment somewhere. The reality is that thinking that there's a block creates another compartment. So if you can really look at your life and understand that it's all connected. So it might be compartmentalized to you and it might feel totally separate. The way that you show up at work or in your business is totally separate than what's going on at home. And what's going on at home, we don't bring that to work, right? Yeah, you're not technically bringing that to work or bringing that to your business, but your energy is, the universe is, in the universe's eyes, there's no separation. There's no compartments. No. This is not like the most amazing suitcase where everything has its own compartment. This is like all is one and one is all. And I had this download come through a few months ago, and I started typing it out on my phone, and it was all about connection. How everything in our life, everything manifests from the point of connection. And if you think about alignment is when everything feels connected. Right? When everything feels connected, that's how you know you're in alignment, because you're like, oh, this feels so good. It's all connected right now. I feel so connected. You're connecting to source. You're connecting to self. You're connected to connection. You're connected to your business. You're connected to your clients. You're connected to the people in your life. You're connected to the universe. And everything that we want actually comes from connection, not compartmentalization. And so I want to ask you, where are you separating things? So I had a client once, she said, I love aromatherapy. I do aromatherapy and I love coaching, and I'm a coach over here. And I also love affirmations, and I love this and I love that and all these things. I love writing. And I said, yeah. And she's like, well, I just don't know how to bring it all together. And I think that is a huge block for people, is like, I don't know how to bring all of these things that I love together. But why does it have to be separate? Why can't it all just be all of what you are and all of what you offer, right? I have like a million certifications and a million different things, and it's all one. It all funnels through my coaching. It all funnels through my certification program. It all funnels through the work that I do. It's not all separate. I'm doing this over here and that over there. To me, that's exhausting and not the best use of my energy. So I said to my client, how can you see a connection between all of these things? And what is that connection to you? Because obviously I can tell her what I see as the connection, but that's not what a powerful coach does. A powerful coach asks the question is, what is the connection that you see between it? And yes, you're presupposing there that there's a connection. And so she was like, well, they're all rituals. They're all practices that elevate me. They're all things that I love that help me be the best version of myself. I'm like, beautiful, amazing, yes. And then boom, it was like, the download came through. I'm like, I have something for you. Do you want to hear what it is? She's like, yeah. I'm like, you are the ritual queen. That's what you are. That's your brand. You're the ritual queen. How does that say? How does that feel? How does that land? How does it resonate? She was like, oh my God, I am the ritual queen. She had so many rituals. She's like, this is what I am. This is who I am. And it's not compartmentalizing. It's bringing everything together. All of you. You are so multidimensional. Why do we want to separate who we are? What would be possible if you stopped separating yourself right now and you started to embrace all of who you are so that you empower people to be all of who they are? Because I think so many people compartmentalize themselves in their life. And here's the thing, compartmentalization is a safety mechanism. It's also a trauma response. So when we're compartmentalizing these different things that happen to us, we're just like putting them in filing files in our brain, filing cabinets and all that stuff to protect ourselves. And if that's you and you've needed to use compartmentalization for protection, I want to honor you and know that it's serving you. And now ask you, if the way that it has been serving you is still serving you, then keep it. And if compartmentalizing the way that it was serving you in the past is no longer serving you, how do you want to bring it all together? Right? Get curious about these things, because this is what is going to elevate your business. So today I had a really powerful coaching session with a client I've been working with for almost a year. Love her so much. If you're listening, I love you. You inspired this episode, and I know it's going to help so many people. And so today in our coaching session, she really realized the thread between her personal life and her business. And the way that we show up in one place is the way that we get to show up in all the places. And it's not always easy. It's not always easy. The way, so what we got to was all about being the energy you want to attract, not as a concept, right? Not as this beautiful quote that we hear, but as a really integrated part of who you are. And so something that I want to share is, I started to be the energy I wanted to attract in my marriage, right? Where there was times where I felt super disconnected in my partnership. And if I think back, I could probably directly relate it to my business, like times where things weren't flowing in my business, times where things weren't flowing in my relationship. And if I really tuned into it, I wasn't being the energy that I wanted to attract in my relationship. And so I started to say, I used to say, why aren't you taking me on a date? Or why aren't you making time for me? Or I would just nag and nag and nag. And I'm like, no, Ashley, be the energy that you want to attract. What do I want to attract? Okay, I want him to plan a hot date for us. So you plan a hot date. So I literally planned a dinner. I texted him and I said, hey, hottie, I have a hot date planned for us. Be ready by 7. See you then. Right? And I started to create the energy that I wanted him to create in the relationship, but I got to create it. So it gave me so much power and control in a way of being that energy that I wanted to attract. And going back to my session that I had with my client, what we talked about was really balancing that energy, not always being the giver or not always being the receiver, but balancing out being both. Balancing out not just taking in the relationship, but also being the giver. It's the way that we want to initiate things in our business, the way that we want to create things, the way that you show up in your business. Are you initiating that same way in your personal life? Or is it compartmentalized where you're acting totally different in your personal life, nagging, being like an accuser, like I would, not an accuser, but just like, you're not doing this and you're not doing that. I mean, I would show up that way, and it's so normal. Like, I just want to normalize, like, we do tend to show up that way with people that we love the most. You should be a different way so that I can feel better, is essentially what we're saying. And the reality is that you can't make anyone be a different way, but you can be a different way to get a different result. So I just want to put these messages in your heart, because I find that when we think things are compartmentalized, the universe is still acting as if everything is one. So if something is not flowing in one area of your life, that is your opportunity not to just look at that one area. It's to look at all areas and say, where am I walking my talk or not walking my talk in all areas of life? Because if you're not walking your talk at home, then why should it show up differently in your business? Because to you, it seems like it's separate, but to the universe, it is all one. I hope this makes sense. I hope this resonates with you. I hope that you feel my heart as I share this message. I thank my amazing clients today who've inspired these messages, and really just anchoring in the feeling of like coaching on all levels. Coaching is so multidimensional. That's why in QCA we teach how to coach energy, because you can literally coach anyone on anything. We weren't directly talking about business, but in both of my powerful sessions today that I had with clients, I know that the energy that we shifted is going to directly impact their business. And so I want to pose the question to you, where can you walk your talk even more? And with that, I also want to invite you, if you have not yet registered, to Big Coach Energy Live. This is your calling and chance to get in on this free event that is going to help you walk the talk when it comes to being an amazing coach. Walk the talk when it comes to being able to look your clients in the eyes and say, I know I can help you have a transformation, and help you elevate your skills, your craft, the space that you hold, your leadership, your ability to create transformation. That is what we're going to be doing in these 4 days. And it's a 4-day live event, and every single day is going to be better than the next. It's going to be so transformational. Day 1 is all about what it actually takes to manifest a 6- and 7-figure coaching business, and behind the scenes of learning the quantum coaching method. Day 2 is called Confessions of a World-Class Coach, helping you understand the mistakes that you might be making in your coaching and elevate in those areas, and hear from past students the mistakes they've made and how they have completely changed the game in their own business, in their own coaching craft with their clients. Day 3 is all about neuro-linguistic programming, learning about what this NLP buzz is all about, learning how to speak to the subconscious mind and how that benefits your clients and you. And day 4 is all about how to build a more inclusive coaching business. We are allies, LGBTQIA+. We are teaching our students how to be allies, what allyship means, and really pulling the curtain back on how to be more inclusive to your ideal clients. We are so beyond excited. This training is high level, high vibe. This is all about higher learning, higher earning, and higher giving back to the people in our life, our clients, and to ourselves, of course. So click the link below and join us, or click the link in my bio at thequantum.coach. And here's the thing, I have been talking to a lot of past students, and they were like, wow, I've been listening to your podcast for years, but it took me like literally 1.5 years to follow you on Instagram. And if you are one of those people, I am calling you out right now. If you have not yet followed me on Instagram, pause this, double click over there and follow me. And I want to follow you back. And you can message me and be like, you called me out on the podcast. I was one of those people. I need to know. I think it's so funny. And like, why not? Why can't we connect in all the areas and all the ways? So take a moment to do that. It would mean the world to me. And you can also join us with the link in my Instagram bio. So if you're listening to this in real time, you are going to want to catch day 1 today at 12 p.m. Eastern time, because we're starting today. And if you're listening to this later, just go back and watch the replay. You must be registered. There are giveaways. There are prizes. You can win gift certificates. There's amazing things that you could win by being part of Big Coach Energy Live. So join us, join in our community, join the Facebook group, all the things. If you have questions or thoughts or anything in this episode that really resonated, I would love to know that as well. So make sure you tag me and let me know your biggest takeaway. And I will see you guys in the Big Coach Energy Live training. Woo! We did some work today. Thank you so much for listening. You know I love my BAM fam. If this episode resonated with you, please share it with someone who you know would love it too, because we live for the ripple effect over here. And how can you best support the show? Make sure you're subscribed, hit the 5 stars, and leave a review on iTunes, and let me know how the podcast has impacted you. I love being part of your real-time journey, so screenshot the episode and tag me and my guests on Instagram at Manifest with Ash. Now say it with me. I am my own power source. I am the master of my own energy, and I deserve everything that I desire. We don't just talk about it over here, we be about it. Now go get 'em.